Hey everybody, coming to you from the Garden of Alley. 8 months after my last video, I had to go back and watch and see what I posted last so that I could know, trying to keep the surprise, I could know what I talked about and follow up 8 months later, because it is January of 24. And my last video, I think, was in May of 23. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm back. Hi. And I have more wonderful news. The last video, I think, was entitled My Exciting News. And I started that out by talking about getting accepted to the LSU Ag Center's Master Gardener program. And I was excited about that, and I showed you the garden, and the garden was going crazy, and I had beans to pick and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so let's talk about that. So the Master Gardener program went through from May 31st through mid-August. It was extremely intense. I did not think that I was going to finish. The first week I had 3 meltdowns. I decided to give it up to God and try my hardest. So that's what I did. And I focused only on that, like nothing else. I wouldn't go to any meetings. I wouldn't do anything. It was, that was it. We had 2 chapters a week, plus lectures on both, and quizzes on both to take before you showed up to the lab. And I was always prepared because that was how I was raised. Thanks, Mom. But really, no. And I do have some continuing graduate education. After graduation, I've gone to Delgado and such, whatever. But anyhow, so I have a bad track record of not completing things that I start. It is what it is. And so this was really important to me that I finish it for me, because I just wanted to finish it for me, for the knowledge of growing great vegetables, because my passion is growing food. I've realized how much I enjoy eating what I grow, what we grow, because Terry's a big help too. Anyway, so I spent all summer, all crispy summer, y'all know how it was, in this course, and I neglected my garden. Oddly enough, but I finished with a 97.28. So check it out. I'm a certified Louisiana Master Gardener. Certified meaning I have completed all of my hours to get this, my little gold badge. You have to complete, see it up close, you have to complete 6 continuing education hours and 40, I think they said you had till the end of 2024 to complete 40 volunteer hours, but I got that easily. I worked some behind the scenes stuff for the plant show. I went and worked some administrative stuff for our ag agent, and so yeah, I had a lot of hours built up already, so that's how I was able to get my gold tag quickly. You have, some people it takes longer to get the gold tag than others. I was one of the fortunate ones that was able to earn my hours quickly and get that gold tag, so I'm really, really proud of myself, and wanted to share that with you. I got my little Louisiana Master Gardener apron. But yeah, so I was getting ready to go to class 1 Wednesday morning, July 12th to be exact. And I get a call from United States Postal Service. Miss Allie, we have an order for you here. I hear the chickens peeping in the background. Peep, 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 peep. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna come get them. I'm sending my husband, I'm so sorry. Oh no, it's fine, take your time. Okay, thank you. I ordered chickens last February from Murray McMurray Hatchery, And I chose Blue Andalusian and Amber Star because they were heat tolerant, the most heat tolerant breeds, in the most heat tolerant breeds, and fit our environment and our requirements down here. They're a Mediterranean breed. I think originating in Spain. My Blue Andalusians and maybe the Amber Stars are a hybrid breed. Anyway, they are wonderful. The Blue Andalusians lay white eggs. A smaller white egg is a smaller frame chicken. Very flighty, very flighty. Like, they'll fly up 6 feet in the air, just like easily. They could fly over the fence if they wanted to, but so far they haven't. So anyhow, yeah, so since this is a Zen hen pen, I know I talk a lot about gardening, but I do want to talk about those chickens. So I ordered 16 of them from the hatchery in February because it was cheaper. You had to pay a $35 small order fee for anything under 15. So I was going to get 8, 4 and 4, and it came to be like $90 something by the time you paid shipping and the $35 fee and all that. And I could order 16, not pay the small order fee, for like $108 or something. It was so such a no-brainer. So I talked to a friend of mine, actually my chicken mentor friend, and she was gonna take half of them. Okay, great. So I order them. Forget about it. Put it on the back burner. So between the time that I ordered them and they were hatched, she got a puppy who was trying to eat her big chickens. So she called me and said, I cannot do baby chickens. And I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with 16 little chickens? So I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do with that many little chickens. So we built, we had this other big coop that we had built for the myrtles. We certainly have plenty of room. It's just how you lay it out, right? So I sent husband to the post office, and I went to the feed store right down the road and got bedding and baby chick food and all this stuff. Okay, so this is what he comes home with, y'all. Look at this box, okay? This box. Get a look, get a look. It had this little top piece, and it had like a little house kind of thing like that, and you couldn't see in it the way it was together. My husband said, I don't think they sent all the chickens. I said, why not? Maybe some are dead. He goes, well, I can't see in there, but there's no possible way that 16 baby chickens are in this box. I'm like, all right, well, I'll have to call them when they get here. We'll see. So they got here, and we quickly set up our little baby chicken area for them that husband built, a really nice little box. And we started taking them out, and guess what? There were 16 chickens in that little tiny box. They were so tiny. I had to take them out and dip their little beaks in the water and then put them down so they'd know where the water was. It was my first time, our first time, because my husband's right next to me doing this, y'all. I keep saying me, 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 but he's right next to me. Anyway, not today, but then he was, and helps along the way and builds and just supports me and us all the way. So anyway, so we have 16 beautiful baby chickens, and they all made it, thank God. I didn't know if I could do that, but yeah. So fortunately, my daughter-in-law has a customer who said that they missed their chickens. They had chickens before Hurricane Ida, and they got wiped out, So I sent pictures and information, and they agreed to take 8 of them. I was so happy. So yeah, so now I have 8. I kept 4 Amber Star and 4 Blue Andalusian. The Blue Andalusian chickens are really cool. They lay a smaller white egg. It's a smaller, like I said, lean chicken. And the Amber Stars lay a larger rounder, darker brown egg. Beautiful eggs. So this is them. This, and they have inspired our myrtles to start laying again. This is a myrtle egg. Look how nice and long and round that is. This is an amber star egg. See how round, it's rounder. And then this is the blue Andalusian egg. Even smaller than this one. So, but yeah, they are both delicious eggs, and we are really enjoying them now that they've all started laying. They've inspired the myrtles to start laying again, so we're getting these big long eggs from the myrtles. We got a double yolker the other day. That was pretty neat. So yeah, the myrtles are, I think, 3 years old now. So they should still all be laying. And you know, our summer was so hot that they stopped. And then it got cold and the days got shorter. And so they just stopped. So then the little chicks got bigger. They matured around Thanksgiving and started laying. And we have such mild winters that they're just laying and laying. And some days we get 5 and some days we get 9. It's been great, so we're really enjoying that. So all that being said, I wanted to show you, in my last video I talked about, I had golden gem corn, I had little thornless blackberry bushes, I had tomatoes, borage, collards, Brussels sprouts, tomatoes. I had a lot of stuff going on. The garden is pretty sparse right now because, like I said, not only is it winter, but I neglected the garden all summer, and then we had a freeze and stuff died off and whatever. So I do have both of my verticals planted up really nicely. We have shallots, cauliflower, broccoli, Swiss chard, kale, red and green cabbage, and a little Chinese cabbage thrown in there. In my 2 vertical planters, my green stalk vertical planters. I'm going to show you those in a separate video because this one's getting kind of long now. But anyway, I wanted to show you the garden and what we have going on. So since I'm videoing from my phone and I don't know how to turn around the screen, I am going to just turn around the phone. So this, you have to see through the fence, is the thornless blackberry. These are the thornless blackberries that I planted. They're huge and vining out. We tried to contain them, and the leaves are red now since it's winter. I'm not sure when I'm supposed to cut them back, but I'm gonna check that out. I had a basil down there that's gone now because it got cold and it's gone, but my parsley and chives are doing great. Borage reseeded itself and came back up, so of course you know I'm going to leave it. Look, it's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Tomatoes are gone. Just ripped those out. Collards are still there, y'all, a year later. We have still harvesting, as you see. We had a sweet potato takeover that we've since harvested all those. That's a story for another day. But we left one of the Brussels sprouts, and now we have beautiful Brussels sprouts coming out. Cut off the original stalk, and that's what came out of it. So yeah, we're getting ready to replant. Husband just dug this all up, turned it all up for us yesterday. Compost is going great. So, and we just got a nice bunch of lemons and oranges before the freeze. So I wanted to show you the corn because the worms got to it. It didn't get mature. 1 or 2 did, but I didn't know about the corn worms. They drill a little tiny hole and they go in there and they just munch on the corn, and the tip of the corn gets mushy and then it's not good anymore. So I was able to save some. The glass gem corn, I cut off the tips of it and that were yucky, and then I hung it and dried it because I was really excited to see what it looked like. Look how pretty this is. Isn't that pretty? It's not edible corn. It's either decorative or you can make popcorn for the chickens or whatever. My chickens like popcorn. Most chickens do because it's corn. So yeah, when I dried it like that, all you have to do is just, some of them just crumble right off the hull when you just kind of work your hand down. But I made popcorn for the chickens, and yeah, I will do that for them for a nice little treat. They enjoy it a lot, and I have a whole little mason jar full. So now that I can actually concentrate some time on my garden and my fruit trees and everything here, like I said, I've been I don't know, did I say that in this video? I've been doing gardening work with my friend Rhonda that I re-hooked up with in Master Gardener class. We took dancing together as little kids. And so it's been really fun hooking back up with her. And now I work with her doing gardening. She's got a little company, and just alone by herself, and she had a helper, and that didn't work out. And I was like, hey, let me help you. And so we really enjoy working together. She's a lot of fun. She's got a great sense of humor, and we have a blast. And we create pretty stuff together. My passion is vegetables. I love growing food. Hers is ornamentals and flowers. She's so great at that. She has beautiful stuff. So we complement each other's knowledge there, and it's been fun. We had a couple of plant sales from propagating stuff. I grew stuff from seed. In October, I planted a bunch of seed of Swiss chard, broccoli, cauliflower. What else did I have? I forgot. I planted so many. I had a bunch of vegetables that I planted, and they were doing great, so I was selling those, and some herbs at plant sale, and Rhonda had some plants that she had propagated and everything, so it was really nice. It turned out really well, so really enjoyed that. But anyhow, so that's pretty much all I have for today. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and watching this long. I know it's been kind of a long video, but oh, another thing I do want to tell you before I go. Recently, we had a water main break in Jefferson, which is 2 towns over. It's Jefferson, Howard-Hand, River Ridge, Kenner, where the airport is, and a water main broke in Jefferson. It affected us 2 towns over for 24 hours. We had no water. No water. Yeah, can't buy from the stores because guess what? Shelves are bare. Not driving far to get water, y'all. I was not. I was gonna drive up to my cousin's house in Monts and take a shower there. I was not. Anyway, so the fortunate thing was that we have a pool. The water's gross, but it's clear. The walls of the pool need to be clean, but the water's clear, and I used it to flush the toilet. It worked great. The water's not green. Anyway, also we have water catchment barrels, and we were able to use that for flushing commodes. So that came in super handy because we didn't know we were going to lose water, so we didn't have the opportunity to fill bathtubs or anything to use water to flush commodes. And I mean, that's critical. I don't want to go outside the bushes, So anyway, that's what's going on with me. Again, thank you for watching all this time, and happy planting. And I promise that it won't be 8 months before I post a video again. We're gonna plant this garden up, and my next video is gonna be about my vertical planters, which I absolutely love, and you're gonna love them too, okay? Thanks, bye.